If you missed our last videos, we hired a camper van for $1 a day and are in the midst of relocating that through New Zealand. Today, we have to make it over 1,000 kilometers north because we have tickets to Hobbiton and really don't want to miss it. Our first step is heading to Picton to board a ferry across to the North Island. Good morning from somewhere on the South Island of New Zealand. This morning we woke up at a stunning free campsite that honestly was blowing my mind with how low hanging the cloud was. It looked like it was a movie set. We've already put in about 300 kilometers this morning driving north because the check-in for our ferry is in about 2 hours.
Speight's is the beer to get in New Zealand, and it's the South Island one, I think. So we had to get it. It's our last stop on the South Island. Tastes like beer. I just love Picton. We had the best day, I think, of the entire cruise here. We just went and had a beer. It was so nice to be here again, but it's time to go check in for our ferry. We are going into Islander, who claimed that this journey is, what did it say, one of the most spectacular in the world?
Yeah, best in the world.
That seems pretty nuts when I know for a fact that it's going to be pretty rough. Interislander vehicles this way.
Cars and campers vehicle check-in. Hello there. Yeah, good. How are you? Lovely.
Thank you.
Very much. You too.
This journey should take about 2 hours from my knowledge, and I have no idea what the ferry is going to be like. I don't know whether to expect a Spirit of Tasmania level or more of a Bruny Island level. I think my expectations are Bruny Island. Like, stay in your van, there is space if you want to hop out or if you're a passenger. Other than that, that's it.
The only thing we were told coming in is that we have to turn our gas tank off and to go into lane 2. We are not the first ones here, surprisingly, and we're already bumper to bumper. 2 hour wait.
2 hour wait. Lucky our whole house is here.
Lucky our whole house is here.
Isn't that so nice? You want something to eat?
Yeah.
We're not like most people that are taking this cruise, so I'm trying to squeeze in a couple of hours of work before we head over.
We may have panicked for nothing. Lane 3 went. Lane 4 and 5 are still there, and 1 and 2. Oh no, we're going.
It's like most people don't stop on railway tracks just for general health and safety.
Train. Just kidding.
I don't do that. That's not funny.
I didn't know we were on tracks. And then we just stopped. So. Oh yeah, we are on tracks. The ferry is completely included for one driver, but because I've decided to bring Emily along...
Should have cost hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to do this journey with a vehicle this size and 2 people, but instead it only cost $100. As if $1 a day camper vans couldn't get better. Then you get something like that as well.
I keep on thinking back on it when we escaped with our first real paycheck.
Still have zero idea if we are allowed to stay in the car, if we can come back and forth as much as we please, or if it's a like leave and don't come back until the end situation. I'm just going to assume that everyone else around us has done this far more than us, and people are packing bags / taking things with them. So I'm assuming let's pack a bag and take some stuff.
Yeah. All right, we are officially on board.
Nice. I guess we can only go explore separately now though. Because we've got to save these good seats.
And we're off. We have officially left Picton behind and we are on the way to Wellington. It looks like the first half hour of this is going to be through like fjord kind of areas, so we should be getting some pretty good views.
The assembly station is located on deck 7 between the lifeboats at the rear of the vessel. The general emergency signal consists of 7 or more short blasts, followed by 1 long blast on the ship's whistle or alarm system.
There is way more on board than either of us ever guessed. There is all of these really comfy recliner seats, including ones that I think you can upgrade to: a restaurant, a cafe, and a bar, and a magician. What? Turns out there's pretty good amenities on board, including heaps of toilets with everything you could need. The flush took me a while to find because it's on the side. But other than that, really clean and tidy.
And there's water fountains too.
Thinking about what we've been through. The world can be a lonely place. Baby, I'm so glad that I found you.
We got so lucky with the timing. This isn't the time we chose to take the ferry, but I think it is the prettiest time to go through the sounds because everything's getting this nice golden colour.
We are leaving the fjord area and we're going into the open ocean. Or the Cook Strait. Ferry completed, we're just docking in Wellington now. We're about to start and get off, but this is kind of just the beginning. We have such a long drive to get to Hobbiton tomorrow, and we have to get there. I'm not losing these tickets.
We have already spent $300 on the Hobbiton tickets, so we are making it there. Whether that means we have to drive till 2 a.m. tonight, then that's what it means. This is why originally, when we booked this camper van, you can request the time of the ferry. We had requested 10:45 in the morning. It's clearly a bit later than that. We actually got booked on the last ferry of the night, so we are arriving into Wellington past 10 p.m. Island, South Island, South Island, South Island, North Island, kinda. Interislander ferry might be the best of the 3 we have ever taken in a van because they made great announcements, they entertained the kids, and I feel like they just had it set up really nicely. Plus, the views are hard to beat.
On all accounts, everything was a little bit better. Obviously, Spirit of Tasmania has more on it, but arguably this has got the stuff you need. So.
Turn left. In 600 metres, at the roundabout, take the second exit.
We haven't made it far. We've made it about an hour maybe in the direction we want to head. Apparently there's a couple of free campsites here, so we're going to check them out. If there's a spot, we're going to stay. If there's not, we'll keep going.
The good news is that the original Hobbiton tickets we had were for 8 a.m. tomorrow, but we managed to change them. So now they're not until 5 p.m. So we do have all day to drive it, and we should make it.
So these sites are maybe the most confusing freedom sites we've ever come across in our 3 times. But you're only allowed a certain amount of self-contained vehicles at a time. But who determines who got here first? And there's already more than the allowed amount in here anyway. Like, I'm sure we would be fine, but we're going to keep going because I think there's a couple more.
I've never seen self-contained as a negative. Like, if we were in a smaller camper van, we'd be sweet. But because we're technically self-contained,
There's a limit.
there's a limit. I guess because we're a little bit bigger. I'm happy with this.
Okay.
We're legal. It's all we can ask for.
I'm so tired. We didn't even get that far, but it's so late. We'll tell you more about it tomorrow.
Morning from our campsite. Looks like someone's front yard. We have to get back on the road.
Starting route to Hobbiton movie set. Proceed to Titterra Street, then turn left.
It's 6 in the morning and I haven't had coffee yet. I'm I'm still in my pajamas, but we're on the way. We're going to make it to Hobbiton. Is it the best coffee I've ever had? No, but it's caffeine, and that's good enough. And yes, I am still in my pajamas.
Turn left onto Dundas Road.
When we were planning this trip, I think we expected a lot more of ourselves, and we thought the drive was actually going to be the amount of time Google Maps said it was, whereas everything's taking us an hour or two longer because we have to go under the speed limit in such a big vehicle. So we had all intentions of going to Rotorua, of going to Taupo, of going to the Waitomo Caves, and I just don't know how we thought it was possible. We're barely going to make it to Hobbiton. We're having to speed past all of these amazing things New Zealand has to offer, and we've just dreamily been talking about how cool would it be if we just bought a van here, had no time limit, and just drove and stopped wherever we wanted to stop. And like, I don't know, it's such a cool country, and I just wish we were doing that. Don't get me wrong, love the $1 a day, but how much nicer would it be to just be like, that's enough driving for today. I don't need to drive 8 hours.
And it's making us want to buy a van pretty bad. Doing these $1 a day rentals are phenomenal. There is no cheaper way really to see the country from the land. But we have a requirement. We need to drop the van off at its relocation destination in a certain amount of days. So
I can't let you go, baby. I just want to tell you that. No, 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 no.
It's official. Every kilometre from now is costing us money. We still have 228 kilometres just to get to Hobbiton, let alone Auckland, where we have to drop this van off. And every single kilometre is costing us money now. Wow, look at Mount Ruapehu!
whoa, look at the slow.
As I was saying, we did technically go over our kilometres when we did the Tasmania camper van trip, but only by about 2Ks, and they didn't charge us because I think it would have amounted to about $1. This one is going to add up quickly. So you'll have to stay tuned to the end to see the true cost of $1 a day camper van when you go over. Plus we'll include the petrol.
Might be a liar and cheat too. I just can't quit you now 'cause I love you. Yes, I do. I can't let you go, baby. I can't let you go, baby. 'Cause I love you, I love you, I love you.
Spotto! And that one's mine. Super Spotto, that's 5 points. That one's kind of creepy.
I can't believe this video started at Arthur's Pass. A lot has happened, but yet not much. One massive road trip. We've made it. We were clearly very tired towards the end because we put the camera away and didn't really pick it back up. But we've now made it into our camper van site. There's a pool here, and Hobbiton's in like an hour. We've decided we're not filming it, but here's some clips we shot on our phone.